Yo, y'all. Another day of a great topic, man, to learn. Another day of great topics to learn, baby. Another day of love. Another day of acknowledgement, wisdom, guidance, man, for y'all as. You hear me, though? None of that kung fu bum shit. None of that kung fu bum shit. Y'all straight. Five for y'all, man. Della really just woke this natural light on. I don't even want this. I ain't feeling it. I don't want feeling that. I need that natural light. I like that natural light. I'm gonna go ahead and start up, man. In about 2 minutes, 2, 3 minutes, man. You know, I'll let y'all get a little time to get up there, man. Let y'all get a little bit of time to get up there. What y'all on? I don't know what they be doing up over there. So we'll go ahead and get started, man. We ain't gonna keep it too long. How your 9 to 5 is basically enslaving you. Your 9 to 5 basically is enslaving you based on what's in the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, right? And so when we look back, what's actually in this Constitution, what's in Minnesota's Constitution actually is within, what's the third, Fourth Amendment, is literally legal that you can have a piece of land or whatever piece of land that you own, you have to own it, right? You're able to operate however you want on that land. That's what's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to that, you'll be able to see that. Whatever piece of land you go on there, you'll be able to do whatever you want on there. I think it's excluding like murder or something, but I think that's still included. Don't get me wrong. Um, don't quote me on that. But um, it's in the Bill of Rights, bro. So we gotta understand that this stuff is bigger than us, bro. They got this in the Constitution. Who came up with this stuff? You see what I'm saying? Who decided? Somebody already knew when they wrote this. They wanted to keep us enslaved inside the box, right? And so they already had a knowing that they were going to be able to conquer a lot of this land, right? And then when they conquer some of this land, and when they get certain type of individuals, you know what I'm saying? Um, just their whole plot of giving people something and turning people's heads to certain stuff and everything like that. When they get this land, they're gonna turn it to something to make it what they want it to be, right? And that's enslavement. And we know about them enslaving the mind and all of that, right? We know about that. So that's just another topic. We'll touch on that. But right now, slavery, right? So what it is when they wrote that in the Constitution, it's not just in Minnesota, it's also around the world, right? Because when you see these buildings that people own, right, from apartment buildings to stores to department buildings, whatever, police stations, whatever it is, prisons especially, right? These people own this land, right? And these big companies own this land, right? And their whole thing is they don't want to make money. They don't care about the money. They know the money is is false. They know the money is fake. They know the money is currency. What they want from you is to entrap you, to entrap your mind, to entrap your spirit, your mind, your mind, your soul, your spirit. You see what I'm saying? If they can trap that, that's all they need that's all they need from you. They don't need the money. They know that's it's fake. It's debt. We're trillions of dollars in debt. Where is the money coming? Where is it going? It's coming from us. They understand that this money is frequency. See what I'm saying? And so when we work for it, that's when they say frequency, right? They when we work for it, that's hard work. We're working for the money. See what I'm saying? And so when it comes to you working for the money, that now becomes frequency, right? Whether you're tired, you're happy, whatever that is, that's all going towards that corporation or whatever that frequency, whatever money you're making, that's going towards that. So when we get to that point, right? We get to the point of um, um, ownership, right? So when we get to the point of ownership, these people are owning these buildings, and based on what's in the Constitution and everything like that, they can operate how they want to. So they can operate and tell you, oh, this is minimum wage. Oh, that job is paying you 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 an hour. Think about that. 1 hour, you're getting paid $18 or 15, 20, whatever it is, right? And so they know that now this becomes frequency. You see what I'm saying? You have to pay bills. You have to pay your car note. You have to pay groceries, whatever it is. They all becomes frequency, right? And so they know that they can keep a fast-paced environment, a long-paced environment, to where you're working 5 days out the week or whatever it is, split up, whatever, 80 hours every 2 weeks, 40 hours a week. You have all that time there, and so now that becomes the frequency. But now they know that they own that, so they're legally allowed to say, "Hey, this is what's going on. You can take it or you can leave it." At the end of the day, there's a society out there, and they built it, and they know that you need that. See what I mean? So that is slavery. See what I mean? Same thing as prison. You go to prison. These guys working for 7 to 8 cents, right? 9 cents, 10 cents, right? Correct. And so when they working for 9, 10 cents, right? Um, that's slavery, right? And it's not slavery because you're getting paid 10 cents. It's slavery based on the entrapment of it. Slavery based on the frequency that they pulling from the person. You see what I mean? Um, so they already know that they can work you all this time. You think shoveling is? You think they care about that? They don't care about that. They just care about entrapping that mind. They don't care about you picking up trash on the high. They don't care about that because it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep happening. So they don't care about it. It's just for them to entrap your mind, your soul, and your spirit. And so to get out of all of this stuff, right, to say, man, so how do we get out of this 9 to 5? How do we get out of debt or whatever, right? This is the 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 time of knowledge of information. All the information is out there, right? With everybody that's online. So now you have to use discernment on who you choosing to pick. And just because you see somebody doing something else does not mean you need to do it. That's slavery, right? Because now you are becoming a product of your environment, which can be slavery to your mind if it's detrimental to you. See what I mean? And we're all grown enough to understand, like, oh, okay, once we get a glimpse of that reprogram, we need to dive in there. It's hard, but we all the same. We gotta dive in there and know and understand that the info, these external people bringing this false information to us is actually hindering us. So that being said, get out is sovereignty, right? And so we was born in these hospitals, we was born in these departments, places, whatever. We need to go legit. So you need to get your own birth certificate. You need to start your business. You need to register your name as a business because we are a corporation. That's a whole different subject. But once you learn slavery, you know that you are a corporation. Once you know understand slavery, then you understand that you yourself are energy source to them, a frequency, and so you now become a dollar to them, right, in their system. So you have to understand to free yourself. You got to free your mind You gotta free your finances, right? Free your mind, free your finances, and that starts with building your own stuff, building your own businesses by your name, freeing up your name, freeing up you from your name, freeing up yourself from your name, freeing up. You're not living off no government at all. You're not living off the 9 to 5, and that all starts internal, right? You have to start having love for yourself and saying, I don't need this job to make my bills and stuff like that. Because if you think that you do, then you do. So starts within, man. That's how you free yourself, man. I'll be back again with some new stuff. Y'all stay tuned, man. Bliss up. It's all love. Peace and love.